In the first time, we will talk about how Club Med measure employee performance. So the employee's performance is measured by customer satisfaction. For example, customer feedback will reflect the employee's attitude, but also the quality of the service. In Club Med, feedback is requested at the end of the stay to customers, but also a satisfaction questionnaire is sent by email to the customers. For larger jobs, as a manager, for example, they are closely monitored. To measure their managerial qualities, they use 360 degrees. This type of interview involves not only the supervisor, but also all the collaborators of the person concerned. So they are evaluated and rewarded not only on customer satisfaction, but also on the respect of the budget and the managerial qualities they show towards their employees. So now we will talk about the kind of rewards that Club Med used for employee performance. So employees exercising their talents in a very pleasant environment. And it's important to notice that Club Med is trying to retain its employee and reward performance without impacting the cost. That is why they used another kind of reward. For example, the employees are interested in the additional sales they are involved in, such as excursion proposed by the club or drinks at the bar, for example. So to continue, now I will talk about the problem of their performance management. So for example, the club want to attract more young graduates who are quicker to work and easier to change. Club Med has to persuade the students that it's an employer capable of offering a career beyond a few seasons. But the fact that the rewards used to felicitate the performance are not related to the wage, like money or promotion, can represent a problem when employees continue to work in the company for a long time. Also, the basic salaries are still modest, and they have now to serve customers 6 days a week for a whole season. So it's sometimes difficult to keep this kind of employee who will leave for the competitor who ask fewer exigencies.
Like many other businesses in the industry, we also use the SMART goal approach at Club Med. Specific means that our goals focus on results, and the main aim is to maintain and improve the business. So we let employees know that their action is required to achieve these business goals. Measurable means that our results need to be accessible, for example, being on time or meeting our quality standards. Therefore, we use our feedback forms to assess our employees' performance, or the 360 degrees feedback approach. Agreed stands for agreeing with employees on objectives that promote the business success. So we try to link goals to the bigger picture. Realistic means that we design our business objectives to challenge our employees. Yet, goals need to be in reach, otherwise they may not be motivating. But challenging goals, for us, it means that we try to get the best out of our employees and their capabilities. Time-based stands for setting completion dates, so employees can plan ahead and take their time to reach the goals. Therefore, we set clear deadlines, for example, a meeting once a month. So yes, performance management and our standards really help us achieve our business goals. If an employee doesn't fit the performance standard, we start with an oral warning. Therefore, a meeting between supervisor and employee will be scheduled to ensure the privacy. The supervisor will prepare notes in advance in order to know exactly what to say to the employee. It will be clearly stated that the meeting is about an oral warning. The supervisor will be specific about unacceptable behavior and performance. Moreover, he will remind and explain the employee the acceptable standards and will hand him a written version of the company standards. Also, the supervisor needs to state the consequences of failure if the employee is not able to demonstrate a change or an improvement. The next step would be a written warning. Therefore, the department needs to get the letter approved of the responsible department. The letter will state clearly that it is about a written warning followed up after the oral warning, because the employee continued to disregard the performance standards. The letter will state clearly the performance problems or the rule violation in detail. Attached will be some supporting documents, for example a feedback form of a customer that shows negative results. In addition, the letter will describe the impact of the misbehavior of the employee. It will explain the expectations regarding employee performance and behavior at work. The written warning will clarify that there will be consequences if the employee does not show immediate change of behavior. The next step will be disciplinary actions. For example, suspension without pay. Club Med will provide a letter that states exactly the reasons and consequences of suspension. It will inform the employee about the number of days of suspensions without pay. Club Med will inform the employee about previous taken measures, like the oral and written warnings, and the impact of the misbehavior on the whole company. Other measures, apart from suspension, would be reduction of pay, demotion to a lower cost classification, or dismissal, after progressive corrective actions failed.